Hi everyone and welcome back to another weekly grocery haul. This is the second week that I'm trying my hardest to attempt keeping under the $300 mark. I really don't want to be spending like $350 a week on food, which I have been doing in the past because it's so difficult with the prices at the moment. But let's see what I picked up this week for our family of 4 through Woolworths. Okay, I'm going to start with the eggs this week. Funny enough, I've got 3 cartons of eggs here and they can only limit you with 2 cartons of eggs at the moment. So I figured out what had happened. So I've got 2 cartons of the Woolworths eggs there. They were $5.30, I'm pretty sure, each. And they've given me the 10 massive eggs there because what happens is I think they're someone else's eggs because I didn't get my bananas this week. So I'm assuming that's what's happened is they've just given me eggs and someone else has got my bananas. It just took me a little while to figure out why I had another carton of eggs. Anyway, I've got some cake mix here. I've got 2 packets of chocolate cake mix and 1 packet of vanilla. If you watch Life with Coffee and the Jones Boys, Rhiannon's got a recipe there for chocolate chip cookies and she makes it out of these cake mixes. So I'll let you find that on her channel, but she does do it very regularly. I think the last video she brought out, she made them and it's a really easy recipe. But so I did make it the other day and I burnt the biscuits and I didn't put the right ingredients in. It was just a mess. It looked nothing like hers and my kids wouldn't eat it. My husband didn't mind it because they were burnt, but I'm going to give it another go. Anyway, I have got here some raw sugar. Actually, the cake mixes, are $1.15 each, so it's a really cheap recipe. I've also got some plain flour for $1.30 a pack over there. Yep, $1.30 for self-raising and plain flour as well, just because I'm running low on it. I had no self-raising flour in the cupboard. I'm not sure where it's all gone to, but anyway, I've also got some raw sugar for $1.80 as well. I've got some of this eye care recycled paper towel sheets. It was $3 a packet. My brother had a packet of this when he came over in November and I didn't mind it. I thought it was really good and you can sort of tear it into sheets. So I got that one. I've also got some Finish there for $16. I love that Finish liquid. I find it lasts ages. It's better than buying tablets because I find they're just such a waste. I've got some white vinegar for cleaning because it just goes so quickly. I seem to always have to buy white vinegar. $1.85 a bottle there. I just put it under the laundry sink. So I always find it. Under the kitchen sink. So I always find it and put in spray bottles and things like that, as everyone does. I've got a bottle of breakfast marmalade because I'm going to put the marmalade in my fruit cake. That was $3.50. I always put marmalade in my fruit cakes. I've also got vegetable and beef Campbell's soup for $1.95 because I just wanted to try that for lunch one day because I usually have soups and things for lunch. Sorry, I've just had difficulty with my microphone. It's been really muffled, as you can hear, but I think it's going to sound a lot better now. Okay, I've got some Apple Splash and Orange Burst fruit drinks for the kids. They were $2 for one of those cartons this week, just for breakfast time. They usually, or sometimes after school, they'll have that. I've also got some Nesquik chocolate. The kids have been asking me for the Nesquik chocolate for ages, but I'm like, you always get Milo. Why do you want chocolate Nesquik? But they wanted it. It was $7.50 this week. It's pretty expensive for that big tin. I've also got some Milo protein pro drink. I like this one. I tried it the other day. I thought it was really good. It does fill me up a little bit longer and it's got more iron in it as well. They had a special on it this week for 2 for $17, where last time I think I bought 1 can for $12. So it is good. I've got the pineapple soft drink here. This is delicious. We all love this now. So it's $1.30 a bottle and I'll be getting more of it, but it's just got some really nice tropical taste and it's just spot on. It's one of those soft drinks that just tastes so good. I've got some loaves of bread, 4 loaves there of soft toast, $2.70 a loaf there. I just pop it in the freezer and things like that. Coming up to the school holidays, we probably won't need as much bread because the kids don't eat a lot of bread over the holidays compared to what they do when they're at school because they get a sandwich regardless. I've also got some Moccona coffee for Derek. He just likes these ones and I get them on special. They're $3.95. They used to be $3.50 on special for these sachet coffees, but now I've noticed they're $3.95. Okay, I have got some of those simmer sauces there because I wanted to make some curried sausages. a pot of that for the kids. And I've also got some butter chicken as well. So I was hoping the butter chicken's not going to be too hot. I think I'm pretty right with these Master Food sauces. They were $2.45 this week, which wasn't too bad. I don't usually buy simmer sauces, but it's not a bad price for the Master Food. So I probably should have got a few put in the pantry. I've got some noodles because I want to make some recipes. I've got the instant beef noodles for $2 and the mee goreng for the kids for $3.95. Well, for one of my children anyway. I've got some real McCoy chips. They're a bigger bag of chips for a cheaper price. So they're looking at 220 grams. I paid $3.80 for the sea salt ones and also $3 for the salt and vinegar ones, just to get through school before the holidays start. But yeah, you do get value for your money with those chips. I've got these twirl breakaways. I'm not sure if I've ever had them, but I've just noticed they're $3.50 for them, which is not bad. It says a 12 pack on my internet here that I'm looking at, mini bars, but you only get 10 in a bag. So there you go. They are starting to make the bags a little bit smaller. So it's like 120 grams of chocolate there. And I couldn't believe there was only 10 bars of chocolate in the packet. So they're not going to last long. I just bought them so they can have like one each in their lunchbox through the week. And as you can see, I've got a half a cabbage there for a recipe for $3.40 for the week as well. I've got some bird honey sticks for my bird tuppence because she hasn't had any of these for a little while. So they were $2.99, but she absolutely loves them. But you give her one stick and she will eat the whole one in a day. So I try and spare them. I've also got some popcorn there for the kids. It was only pretty cheap this week. And I just thought maybe they might have it on the holidays. But it's the weekend, so they might even have some over the weekend. They were $1 a packet. So I just got triple butter. And I got a sea salt one. I haven't tried that one before, but these are just so easy, aren't they, microwave popcorn? Like I used to have a popcorn machine and things like that, and it used to be really good. But still, the popcorn microwave one is so easy. I've got some Arnott's biscuits because my mum a few weeks ago bought the kids a packet of these and the kids really loved them, so they wanted more. But they were $6.50 for 500 grams of the cream favourites. I usually get the family assorted Arnott's pack, like the big pack of biscuits, because I don't think they're $6.50, but I understand they're going to charge more for the cream biscuits. Okay, moving over to the vegetables and fruit. Like I said, I didn't get my bananas because I got eggs instead. I've got some mandarins here. I got 7 mandarins for $3.29. I also got some zucchinis. They were like 78 cents each, just to put in soups and things. My cabbage, which is for a recipe. I just haven't had cabbage in ages. It used to be something I always used to have. It's just something I don't have a lot of because I know the kids don't like it. $1.70 for carrots, which isn't too bad. Better than the last week when I got them a lot. I think they were like over $2 last week. And I got a massive pumpkin here. Look at the size of this one. The grey pumpkin. It was $4.50 for a huge one. So I'm hoping it's not too woody. You know how sometimes they're like really woody pumpkins? Like I really like making pumpkin soup or even just baking the pumpkin because I've got a lamb this week. So I probably will do that. But I'm just hoping it's nice and sweet and not a woody texture. I got some Primo middle bacon for $9.90 because that was on special this week. It's not a kilo like I normally get of like the Woolworths bacon. It's 750 grams, but it's normally like $16.80. So it is a really nice bacon and it's like a really salty bacon. So I got that this week because we'll probably have bacon and eggs this weekend. We haven't had that for a while. I've got some unsalted butter, which is just like extreme, the price on butter now. I don't even want to look at the price, to be honest, because it seems to go up all the time. It's $7 for that big block. I've got some Farmers Union light Greek yogurt for $6.50. This one is the 50% less fat, but I do like the light one. I don't know why. I think it's because it's more of a runnier texture. I just like the light one. I've got some thickened cream for a dessert for $4.70. And our normal 15 litres of milk, which is outside in the fridge in the garage. The milk is $4.35 for 3 litres. So we normally get 15 litres of milk a week. That's how much we go through. Sometimes we go through more than that, to be honest. Like my boys just love milk. And I've also got 5 of the yogurts for the kids for school, the Yoplait ones. I did order strawberry. They didn't have them in stock. 5 of them were $6.50 this week, so they've given me the vanilla ones instead, which is okay. That'll be fine for them. It's just to get through the week. I probably should have got 6, but I just got 5. I'll have 1 and they can have 2 each. That will probably make it. more even. I've got a lamb leg roast half here. This one was $17.78. It still looks so small. I have got the shank with it this time. Sometimes I don't give you the shank, but it is really, really tiny. As you can see here, that's the size of my hand next to it. I mean, it's hard to get a huge lamb nowadays if it's not going to be like under $40, to be honest. But yeah, and I do laugh at when it says about the servings on it as well. Like the servings are like 8 people. Where does it say that? 8 people for the servings on it, because you have to think that it does shrink when you cook it as well. Like it's half the size when you get it out of the oven. I've got some value thin barbecue sausages for $11 because I make some curried sausages, and I'm also going to take some in to my neighbour. My neighbour comes back a few times a year, and I like to cook for him sometimes, give him a meal or so. And a big packet of sausages for $11 like this goes a long way. But I've taken the bag off the lamb here, and as you can see, it's it's just a small sort of a roast. It actually says leg roast, it's small there. Okay, I have got some more of these Rustica pizzas because they were on special this week, and these are our favourite at the moment. These were 2 for $17.60, so they're like $8.80 each. I just got the sourdough supreme because I think it's got a lot more toppings on it. I know the kids just like meat lovers, but I prefer like the supreme. So I got 2 supremes. They like supreme anyway. I'll pop them in the freezer and hopefully I can keep one for the holidays as well. Let's see how we go. But these are a little bit in the higher price range, but I find it's probably the best tasting frozen pizza I've had in a long time. But to be honest, like they still are a lot cheaper if you go down and get those pizzas cheaper at Domino's and it's already cooked for you and things like that. It's just the convenience of having it in the freezer, I guess. I've got some super fries, the shoestring ones this time, for $4.30. I'm pretty sure they were on special. They're only 900 gram bag, but yeah, they were on special. Actually, they're always $4.30 a bag, which isn't bad, I guess, because the McCain's ones are nice. I just pop them in the air fryer. I've got some more pastry, which I've done it again. I found a packet of pastry in the back of my freezer, but now I've got 2 packets, but you always need it. So $3.80 for a packet of puff pastry. And I've also got a pack of just the really cheap mixed vegetables there for $2.80 because I've got a recipe planned for that. I'll let you know that in my meal planner on Friday. And we've already opened these up for lunch. But we've got these Golden Wok Asian mini dim sims for $7.30. These are delicious. They're tiny. They're just perfect. I really like them. They've got good ingredients in them as well, but we pop them in the air fryer. The kids really enjoy them. When I used to get these on special, they used to be like $5 a bag on special, but now they're $7.20. So you also noticed how the specials are going up as well, not just the normal prices on products. But you really can tell when it comes to specials. And I've got some vanilla ice cream there as well for $5.50 because I ordered the pitas. They didn't have it, so they're giving me the bulla instead. So today's grocery haul total was $273.96. So I did get under the $300 mark again. So I feel like I'm pretty happy with that. I do feel like my cupboards and fridges are pretty full at the moment. So, I'm doing okay. It's when they get a bit lower is when I'll probably will end up spending a little bit more money again. And if you are interested, be sure to watch Friday's Meal of the Week video where I'll bring out one meal and also our family meal planner as well that will go along with this grocery haul. But thanks everyone for watching today's grocery haul. I hope you enjoyed it and I'll see you all soon for my next ones. Thanks everyone. Bye.